Hey everyone, it's Brittany. Welcome to a brand new video on my channel. Today I am working with Aveda again. I have worked with them in the past. I love working with them. They are a cruelty-free hair care line and they do of course have salons everywhere. Aveda has a new line called Invati and they have an exfoliating shampoo, thickening conditioner, and a leave-in treatment. It's a scalp revitalizer, which is really awesome. I love this one. I will be showing a hair care routine for people with thin hair and some tips on how to make thin hair appear fuller. If you are interested in any of the products that I use from Aveda in this video, I will have a link to their website below. It's aveda.com/invati, or you could just go to an Aveda salon or store to check out all of these products. I did 2 full videos over on the Aveda YouTube channel, so definitely check them out. I will also list them in the description box below. But if you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe by hitting that subscribe button below this video, and let's go ahead and get started. So this hair care routine obviously starts in the shower. I used the Aveda Invati Advanced Exfoliating Shampoo, and then I followed up with the Invati Thickening Conditioner. If you are going to brush your hair when it's wet, make sure you do this really carefully because wet hair is pretty fragile. So start at the ends of the hair and work your way up. To bump up the volume of my hair even more, I'm going in with the Aveda Thickening Tonic, and this can actually be applied all throughout your hair to give a thicker, fuller appearance. So when I blow dry my hair, I like to blow dry it upside down because this is going to help the roots of the hair dry upwards so that you get as much volume as possible out of your hair. And then if you don't want to tilt your head like all the way over, you can always just blow dry the sections of your hair upwards or the opposite way that they usually lay. This is also going to help add volume everywhere. Once my hair is completely dry, I will go in with the Aveda Invati Advanced Scalp Revitalizer. I really love this product. It feels so refreshing and invigorating to use on your scalp. You want to make sure you get this evenly everywhere. So part your hair in different sections, like maybe 1-inch sections all around your head. Make sure you get the back and the very bottom of your hair, and then you want to basically just massage it in. The good thing about this is it doesn't leave any weird residue, so that's why it's totally okay to put onto dry hair, and you can use this every single day. You should be using this every single day. So this is what my hair looks like before I style it. I also like to use the Aveda Shampure Dry Shampoo. I love this dry shampoo, and it's going to add even more volume to the roots of your hair, and you can use this if you've gone a few days without washing your hair, and it actually does a really great job of refreshing the roots and making them look clean and fresh. And then I just kind of gently zhuzh my roots just to make sure it's evenly dispersed. And I also like to brush my hair before I start styling it. I do like to style it in sections or layers, so I'll usually just clip off the top part of my hair and then have a smaller section to work with. So I usually like curling my hair, and I do this with a curling wand. It is better to curl thin hair than to leave it straight because it adds volume. Another thing I like to do to make my hair appear even fuller is actually use the wand horizontally so that I have this kind of bend right at the root, and that's going to add so much more volume. So I like to do that to quite a few sections of my hair, and then just continuing in different directions, making sure that the curls aren't going to form together. But I really love using the wand horizontally close to the root. Obviously be careful, don't put it so close to your scalp that you're going to burn yourself. Just make sure that it is placed horizontally along the root so that you do have that kind of bend in it whenever you take it out. So I like to do it all the same on the back part, like crown of my head, so that I have volume around the entire part of the back of my hair. So you can see here I'm using the wand horizontally. I'm putting it close to my root so that all of the hair at the crown of my head is going to be pushed upwards. It's going to make it appear so much more full, and that way you don't need to like tease your hair or do anything like that because that hair is going to stay in that same position. So I really like doing it. If you do struggle with keeping volume in the back of your hair like I do, definitely try this technique. I think it works so well, and I think that you will really like it. And then I always like to finish it off with a little bit of hairspray. I'm also using the Aveda Air Control Hairspray, which is my favorite. Then I like to separate the curls a little bit with my fingers just by running my fingers through my hair and softening the look a little bit. And that is it for this hair care routine and how I style my hair. So let's go ahead and get into some of the hair care tips. So of course, my first tip is to find a hair care line that is targeted specifically towards people with thin hair. Like I mentioned in the beginning, Aveda did come out with Invati. It's really, really nice to see a hair care line that is for people with thin hair that is actually 98% naturally derived. So my next tip is to obviously make sure you are eating healthy. Everything that goes into your body has a really big effect on how your body looks on the outside. You want to make sure that you are getting all of your vitamins and nutrients, eating your vegetables and your leafy greens like spinach and kale. I feel like this next tip is pretty obvious now, especially because most hair ties are made without them, but I would definitely suggest throwing away any of those old hair ties that you might have that have those little metal bars on them. They are so bad for your hair because every time you put it up, the metal part is going to break or rip off pieces of your hair. That's going to cause your hair to look thinner over time, and that's definitely not what we want. I would also suggest staying away from teasing your hair. It can be okay if you do it carefully, of course, but if your hair is breaking and becoming really thin, just don't tease your hair. It could end up damaging it quite a bit. So what I actually like to do sometimes is use a crimper. I used to crimp my hair almost every day in elementary school. I was really obsessed with it, and that look is totally outdated now, but crimpers still have a really good purpose now. If you want to try out the crimping method, all you need to do is lift up some layers right above where you want the volume to be and turn on your crimper and take small sections of hair and crimp it just at the roots. Obviously, you want to take enough hair up so that it will cover the part that you crimp so that you don't see any of the little crimped parts, because that could look pretty weird. And then you just lay the hair back down over top of it and you will have quite a bit of volume in that area. I actually really love this technique. And of course, use a heat protectant if you're going to be using any type of hot tool on your hair, and just be careful whenever you're doing it. Okay, so those are all of my tips that I have for making thin hair appear fuller. I hope that you guys enjoyed these tips, and of course, check out the Aveda Invati line. It's amazing. I have loved using it. Again, there will be a link in the description box where you can shop. If you are not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe for more videos, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye.